Hello, this is SilverWiz9 or PFK99s from RSBNB. This is the returning member series for returning players, and we focus on changes that have occurred in the past 5 or so years that old players aren't familiar with and new players probably haven't heard of anyway. So last week we looked at the treasure hunter mini game thing, and this week we're going to take a look at combat. Combat is a huge portion of RuneScape for a lot of players, unless you're a pure skiller. But if you're not, you're going to notice everything's different, except it's not that different. The evolution of combat was introduced to change the combat styles, the combat triangle rather, to be no longer weighted towards melee. Melee previously could decimate just about every combat style out there, just wearing the correct gear. Nowadays it is a little bit more balanced. So without further ado, let's take a look how different it is. Okay, I'm going to attack Svetlana. Oh, and she's going down with range, just kind of like before. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Let's try out Yuri. Well, he's getting damaged. It's not too hard, I just clicked on him. Well, that goes to show you, they're pretty much the same. What is different is this menu, which apparently I can't access with my combat. I'm still in combat. Oh, geez. There are 4 major types. There's full manual mode, where you have to trigger all of your abilities manually. The revolution mode, which will most emulate legacy. It should automatically use your abilities as available as long as you put them in the correct spot in your action bar. And momentum is supposed to increase the damage of your auto attacks, but I don't find that super useful in my circumstance. Legacy is the old style, so if you really cannot stand it, which I implore you to at least try, it's available. So this new EOC update introduced a hotbar. The hotbar allows quick access to abilities, prayers, potions, food if you have it in the correct position. So take a look at it. It's very quick to learn. All you have to do is open your combat area, drag them over for ranged, magic, or melee, depending on what combat style you're going to be doing, and start using it. So let's take a look at magic instead. If I switch my hotbar to 3, I will get my magic spells, and I can see all the magic abilities. One major change is that magic spells no longer require runes, sort of. They don't require chaos, death, blood, etc., at least in the normal magic book that they used to, at least not for the major attacks. So if you want to train just using air surge or any air-based spell, you can do that. As long as you have an air staff, it's completely free. All you have to do is cast auto cast, I guess. Oh, I actually just removed it in that case. And then attack, and you will automatically begin killing them with magic and gain experience in magic without really putting any money in, which I think is awesome. You can also use your hotbar to automatically use attacks, which is awesome. I cannot stress that enough. It is so much faster than it used to be. In my case, I like the Saradomin Godsword, and that restores prayer and HP when you use the special attack. The special attack is now relegated to this bar, which is called the adrenaline bar. As long as you're attacking stuff, you will gain adrenaline, and once you get 100, or in my case 50, I can use it. It acts exactly like a special attack used to, except that I have to manually trigger it. I suppose I could remove it to a lower position on my hotbar, but I don't really want to do that. In any case, I would highly recommend taking a look at the new combat system. It is very fast, very worthwhile, and I think you will like it as soon as you start to use it. So thanks again. I am SilverWiz9 or PFK99s from RSBNB. See you next week.